It's a feeling that I can't even explain.
Dreams turned into reality.
We all bought in. We bought into a team mindset, and we knew that we do everything together.
Family on three, 1, 2, 3. Family!
Hi everyone and welcome to the News 12 Sports Rush, sponsored by Future Star Summer Camps. I'm Kevin Maher, and of course a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there on this, our final show of the year. The high school sports season is complete, and on a day when we celebrate Dad, we also celebrate all the great memories we had thanks to all the athletes and the coaches this year during the high school sports year. And as always, I don't do this alone. Here to do it with me is sports producer Andrew Rappaport. Okay, so how do we sum up this great high school sports season?
It was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I mean,
Quite simply, just awesome.
The best way to describe it. It was awesome. We had great games. We had great teams. We had great individual performances. We had great athletes. It was awesome, and we had a little bit of everything. State champions, national champions, players of the year.
Record setters.
Record setters. We had teams finishing in the top 2 or 3 in national polls, which isn't easy. So it was just an awesome season. It was a fun season, and I always feel like this time is bittersweet because it means summer. It means it's time for us to relax a little bit, but now you and I go our separate ways for a few weeks.
Oh, well, we're still going to work some days during the season.
Fine.
And I'm glad you said fun. I was hoping you would describe the high school sports season as
very fun.
As fun, because it certainly has been. All right, so let's take a look at our biggest headlines of the year, shall we? Let's put up the full screen. Garden City football, just dominant, just kept on winning and winning. The Trojans won their 3rd consecutive Long Island championship, a perfect 36-0 in the last 3 years. Speaking of perfect, that's what our Long Island girls were at the state championships. Wrap clean sweep for Northport, Eastport, South Manor, Cold Spring Harbor, and Mattituck. And should we tell everyone that you predicted that?
I predicted it.
He predicted it. Okay, when you talk about the best Adam Buziello on the wrestling mats out of Eastport, South Manor, just terrific. 3rd wrestler in state history and the 1st in Suffolk to win 5 state championships. And the biggest state championship win may have been for the Lehigh boys basketball team. The Crusaders finally broke through after years of heartbreak to capture that elusive big school title. And here is a look back at the Crusaders' dominating run during the Federation Championships.
We didn't come out here to win. We came out here to destroy people.
Baby!
What happened last year, we're taking it really personal. We walked away because of an error of the book.
This one's for our seniors last year that ended their career on that.
This is a moment that you'll never forget your whole life. You have 75-year-old ESM somewhere. You guys will never forget it, and I won't either. And I thank you for that. People dream about this stuff. People dream about this stuff. This is an incredible team. You gave everything we asked from you. You're going to do special things in life. Special things in life. Basketball is just a piece of it.
I wanted this really bad. I love these guys because they are really my brothers.
I've never experienced something like this in my life before.
When we came here, we all say we're going to destroy our teams, and that's what we did.
I don't know. I'll have to live the next couple days to see how it feels, but I feel like I'm floating right now.
Yeah, it's a great job by cameraman Dave Dodds putting that together. We have to give him a shout out.
Yeah, and I was actually just going to say that you read my mind. That out of everything we've done this year, out of everything that Dave has done, that is my favorite.
I still got a little chills.
I did.
And I know the ending.
I actually watched it the other day for the first time when we were getting everything together, and I texted Dave right away. I'm telling you, and I said, Dave, that is still my favorite piece of the year, because great job by him.
And
it wasn't easy, but it was good.
And a big thanks to head coach John Buck and the guys for giving us some access that they didn't give to anybody else while they were up there.
And John Buck is not only getting thanks from us, he got a big text the other day, a tweet the other day. Chris Paul,
the NBA star.
His former buddy from Wake Forest, tweeting him congratulations. So it wasn't just on Long Island, it wasn't just in New York State that they saw that Lou High did big things, like we said, national.
Yeah.
That's a national story. They finished top 10 in the national rankings, so good job by him.
Yeah, they ended the season number 9, according to USA Today, but the fun didn't end. Also, our guy, the point guard, Andre Curbelo, had a little surprise after that game, and we have to go back to it because it was really cool.
Yeah, he's been planning this for a month, and Andre, we're lucky enough we get to cover him next year because he's full of personality, and maybe we'll get another one of these. So let's show you what he did after the game. Immediately after the game, he popped the question to Francesca Morabito.
For the prom, Raph, not the wedding.
I was going to say that, to be his date for the prom, and of course, she said yes.
If we would have lost, I wouldn't have done it because we were going to be all sad and stuff, but we got the dub, and I just had this idea for like 1 month ago already.
How surprised were you?
So surprised. I had no idea.
All right, so when he comes over, what do you think is happening?
Nothing. Like, I thought we were just cheering because we, won, but no, I had no idea. He totally caught me off guard.
All right, so for you, what was more exciting, the promposal afterwards or the championship?
Be honest.
Championship game. Honestly, championship.
And for you?
Both.
Oh, man. And then we spoke afterwards, and I said, hey, listen, after the prom, let us see what happens.
Yeah,
so
we got to see the finished product.
Yeah, asked and you shall receive, and here are the pictures. It happened last month at Leonard's in Great Neck. You can see there are some great pictures at the prom, before the prom, and you can see Andre's teammate Tyler Stevenson Moore going to Stony Brook, and his date Emma Barrios in the pictures too. So thank you to them, thank you to everyone who had fun at the prom, and hey, listen, we love promposals here.
Yeah, we've done them on the show.
We'll get them on camera, let us know, we'll update them later in the year. That's what we do here. We're not just about highlights.
Well, we are a full-service show, not just highlights and analysis. Exactly. And Andre and the rest of the Crusaders will go for their second straight championship next year. We wish them the best of luck. Now, repeats are nice.
Yep.
Three-peats are even better. Garden City football, unbelievable, has now won 3 consecutive Long Island championships. They got a dynasty over there. Dave Ettinger, new coach, took over a few years ago. 45-1. That's his record.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think that the one loss was like 4 years ago, right? Because they just keep winning. And Garden City football is one of those teams that when you look at Long Island sports, it's defined by certain teams. Garden City football is one of those teams. But regardless of their history and their tradition, you go 36-0.
You're doing something right.
You're doing a lot of things right. You're not making many mistakes, and they're on another unbelievable run, and they graduated big class. But hey, congratulations to them.
That's crazy. First time a Long Island team has gone undefeated in 3 consecutive seasons. It's only the second three-peat in Long Island championship history. The Trojans won 12 games in all this season. 4 of them were shutouts, including the championship game against Lindenhurst. And remember, Lindy was the defending Big School champions, playing down this year in Garden City beat them. The Trojans were led by New York Gatorade Player of the Year and one of our News 12 Scholar athletes, Trevor Yeboah-Cody. Consider this, he never lost a football game during his entire varsity career, and Jamie Stewart caught up with him and quarterback Colin Hart earlier this week to reflect on their amazing accomplishments.
We saw them in our highlights all season long. Now we get to speak to them in person. Colin Hart, Trevor Yeboah-Cody, 2 of Garden City's finest. End of the year, end of a career, end of a dynasty for you guys. 36 straight wins, 3 straight Long Island championships. We're here in front of the Garden City football field. How much fun did you guys have?
Too much fun. Too much fun.
We had a lot of fun.
It was amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
Playing football is fun. That's why you play it. I feel not just to win, but just to have a great time with all your friends and
just like the experiences of the game, like the whole build up during the week to the Saturday game is just. It There's nothing really like.
Well, you have a lot of fun when you win.
Yeah.
And you never lost.
Yeah, last time I've lost is like back in Thunder football.
So you never suffered a loss on varsity football?
No.
Colin, you had one loss.
Yeah, MacArthur, freshman year, right here. Never gonna forget that.
I mean, you never lost after that.
No.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
what about the legacy that you guys are leaving Garden City football? You're not going to be here next year, but they're rolling in as 3-time defending Long Island champs, undefeated.
I feel like for the guys next year, they're just gonna have to figure it out, like just like we did. Because for us last year, they always said that we're not gonna have there's only one returning starter back on the defense. So everyone really just has to step up for them, and I feel like they'll just make it out fine like we did.
So basically, your advice to the younger guys coming up is figure it out.
Yeah, just figure it out, find a role, and you'll be fine.
Buy in, that's the most important part.
Yeah, you just gotta buy in.
You're moving on. You're both going to Brown. How were you able to make sure you can get into Brown and still be on a Garden City undefeated football team? How'd you balance all that out?
It's not easy.
It's definitely not easy. It's not a lot of help.
Well, you are a scholar athlete.
Well,
you were not.
No.
You're slacking.
No, I have a higher GPA than him for everybody out there.
No one knows that he might have gotten in some classes.
Yeah? All right, last question. Trevor, pretend he's not here. Say something really nice about him.
He's the hardest worker I've ever seen in my life. And I've never, ever seen this kid ever lose in a sprint ever in my life.
Trevor's not here. What can you say about him?
He is the hardest worker on the team. Yeah, he might not have won a sprint, but he's just a great leader too, like off the field. You're just never going to find a person like him.
You guys going to hang out in Brown together?
I hope so.
Probably not, I don't know. No.
Yeah, those guys are stars. And speaking of stars, the Sports Rush is brought to you by Future Stars Summer Camps. 20 great programs in 3 locations this summer: SUNY Old Westbury, Farmingdale State, and St. Joe's and Patchogue. For more information, go to fscamps.com. Future Stars Summer Camps. Train, play, believe.
All right, I don't want the great Paul Longo to call me when he sees this and yell at me. His great William Floyd teams won
They were undefeated.
Three in a row. They did it at 11-0, so they went 33-0 during that run. They extended it the following season, but Garden City did it 12-0,
so they're
36-0. So 2 teams 3 years in a row. Garden City just had 1 extra win each year.
Win for Garden City right there. All right, what's better than 3 titles? How about 4? And that's what our Long Island girls did at the state championships last weekend in Cortland. 4 games. They swept them all. As we told you, they hate Long Island teams up in Cortland because they're so dominant, and Andrew was there to see every single one of those games.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It went.
It went as we called it.
Just as we called it. There was not a lot of crowd support for the Long Island. Listen, the families came up, but it wasn't like, there was tons and tons of Long Islanders.
Sure.
They're the enemies up there, but they went up and defied the odds and, came home with 4 state titles.
Northport went up there and they won, and one of their slogans was unfinished business. They took out the UN finished business. Everybody finished their business up there. It was a terrific run. First sweep for Long Island since 2015. Now, back then there were only 3 classes. 4 now, so this is even harder to do. Cold Spring Harbor and Mattituck pulled off the repeats. Players like Caroline DeBellis, Nicole Moore-Miles, stars for the Seahawks. And then the Tuckers, well, they're pretty good too. These are the Cold Spring Harbor girls we mentioned, playing so well. Massapequa, they gave it a little run, couldn't get there. There's the Tuckers, led by the Hogues. Yes, the first family of lacrosse on the East End. Now, Mackenzie will be back for her senior year, but it's the first time since 2010 there will not be multiple Hogues on that Mattituck team, and Andrew caught up with the sisters and cousins after the win.
Is it bittersweet for you guys? Because not all of you are playing together again next year.
It really is. I'm definitely going to miss them on the field, clearing him back and, be an assist to Riley in goal. It's really cool, so I'm definitely going to miss them next year.
It's been a long history of Hogues here at Madison. Now, you're obviously coming back next year, but is it going to be weird looking around and not seeing a sister or a cousin?
I mean, definitely. It's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, my whole life I've been playing with them and practicing with them, and I mean, in another year I'll be playing with Riley again. But I mean, I'm definitely going to be very sad next year, but I'm sure I have a lot of faith in the girls coming up that we're going to be able to be back there.
It's going to be weird. I mean, I know it's going to be more time for us to grow individually, and then we'll be back together next in another year, so I'm looking forward to that too.
All right, Northport and Eastport South Matter completed the quadruple header sweep up in Cortland. The Tigers finally got over the hump after losing the county finals the previous 2 seasons to claim the program's second ever state title. And the Sharks overcame losing one of their best players on the first day of practice to become state champs. As we told you before on the show, despite the injury, Jamie Biscup became an integral part of the team as an assistant coach. So for seniors and best friends Casey Choma and Jamie, it was a culmination of 5-long years of hard work. They embraced immediately after the game and then spoke to us about the wild ride.
It means everything. I'm so proud of my team, and I'm so glad that I was able to help them in some way this season. And honestly, they pushed me to be better, and I pushed them to be better, so I just love them so much.
Casey, all season long when we spoke, you said you're doing this for Jamie. The whole team is rallying for Jamie. What did Jamie on the sidelines mean to you guys?
What Jamie did was she separated herself. She was a coach, but she also separated herself from Thorne and Carlson. She was someone we looked to. Say they were getting really intense, we looked at Jamie to calm us down because she knows from a player perspective what we're going through. We've been doing it the past 6 years. So looking at her as a player really helped so much on the sidelines.
All right, be honest. Was it fun being able to yell at your teammates?
No. I was always the one to calm them down. I was like, Casey, you got it. It's all you. I know you can do this. And I would always be the one to say I got your back. I'm here.
So you didn't get loud at all? You didn't really take advantage of being a coach?
No, of course I was. I mean, I lost my voice for a week before this. It was so bad, but I finally got it back. But I'm just so proud of them.
I said for you always call her your best friend. Was it weird being yelled at by your best friend?
No, she honestly, I loved when she would yell at me. I would look at her and she didn't really yell at me, but when she would tell me what to do, I listened to her because she's an amazing player and she just gained so much more knowledge of the game by sitting back and watching. But like I said before, she was really there to calm our nerves and reassure us that we knew what we were doing.
When she went down first practice of the season, were you like, oh my goodness, state championship dreams may have just gotten dashed?
Well, actually, it was funny because I tore my ACL when I was in 9th grade. So when she went down and I saw them moving her knee, I knew. But in the back of my mind, I honestly was like, oh, wow, our season is going to be a tough one this year. But I think everyone stepped up huge for Jamie, especially Maher. She stepped up huge in Jamie's role. And although she wasn't on the field with us, which is a big loss, her on the sideline really helped us up so much.
All right, well, great job, girls. Great job, Casey. Great job, Jamie. They're off to college next year, but the Sharks bring a lot of talent back. And since it's Long Island, I am calling it right now.
Gonna do it?
Another Long Island sweep.
We should put the breaking news banner up. Prognostication master. You're going to go 4 for 4 again next year.
I'll reevaluate next year on the lacrosse season, but I'm calling you now. It'll be good summer chatter.
I'm saving the tape. And while Andrew was up in Cortland watching the girls, I went further north to watch the boys up in Rochester play in their state championship games. Listen, there was no sweep for the boys, just 2 titles. Massapequa won the big school championship for the first time since 2014. They keep that trophy on Long Island because Ward Melville hadn't won it the previous couple of years. And Shoreham-Wading River dominated perennial power Jamesville DeWitt in the Class C title game, and once again, Xavier Arline stole the show. This kid had 5 goals and 2 assists. Wildcats win their 4th ever state crown, and here's another look at the win, courtesy of the players' parents and fans and cameraman Dave Dodds.
Shoreham-Wading River is super special.
What do you have inside you?
We're always with them, and we've been with them for the last 10, 12 years.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Family!
Oh my God, super intense. This was an amazing experience.
Hey, and let's not forget about the phenomenal Friars. The St. Anthony's boys did it again, capturing the Catholic League State Championship. Inside Lacrosse magazine has them ranked as the 3rd best team in the country.
They're better than that.
And these guys also like to have a lot of fun. So let's check them out. Thanks to senior midi Greg Campisi taking us behind the scenes in the latest News 12 Student Takeover.
Hey, I'm Greg Campisi, co-captain of St. Anthony's boys lacrosse team. Come meet the state champs. I'm with co-captain Jake Bonomi. Tell me, who has the best hair on the team?
It's me, by far. It's the confidence builder. It's everything about the... I can't.
I'm with Danny Parker, who's the best at bus karaoke.
Pat Hamilton. Hamilton, by far Hamilton.
He comes swinging in like a wrecking ball and does karaoke. You just got to go up there and go all out. Lacrosse season may be over, but the competition here at St. Anthony's never ends. Welcome to SA Shenanigans. And up now we have Phil Polo from 11 yards away from the hole for his birdie. He shanks it. All right, I'm here with Chris Pierce. Who's the best bowler on the team? I don't know, it's tough. How about you say we find out, huh?
Oh, no.
Got a 710. That's a look at some of our dogs. Now back to you in the studio.
Big dogs. Them the big dogs over there.
We've done a bunch of good ones this year.
That's up there. That's a top five.
Yeah, that's a Middle Country Girls Lacrosse was another good one.
St. Anthony's Swimming, where we went in the pool with them. That was fun. We put the camera in the pool.
And if anybody missed them, you can check them out on Facebook on all our shows this year. They're all on our website too.
Good segment.
But yeah, and if anybody wants to do it, get ready now because come football season, let us know.
Cheerleaders, field hockey, track, no matter what sport you play, we'll send the camera out there and you can take over the show.
Let us know on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want. Yep. Email us. But yeah, Greg Leaves is one of the most decorated athletes of all time. Yeah. He's awesome. He was the midfielder of the year in lacrosse. He's a great quarterback. 3,000 yards, offensive player of the year, chosen to play in the Boomer game. So he's Mr. St. Anthony's. He's going to be missed.
And I still remember Richie Reichert saying when this kid came, right? They were run, wishbone, wishbone, wishbone. Greg came and they went, oh, we can't run the wishbone. This kid's just too good.
Yeah. Oh, well, listen, and if we're talking about St. Anthony's and we're talking about good and we're wrapping up the year, we should mention Richie Reichert, who's obviously retiring.
Yes, great football coach.
Going out as a legend, one of the greatest football and one of the nicest men. I mean, just one of the great guys that Long Island has seen it coaching.
And truly a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Anytime we asked him for anything, he said yes.
Yeah.
So Richie, enjoy retirement, enjoy the beach, and again, enjoy football because we know you're not
Take me to the beach.
You know we're not really going anywhere. It's terrific. Okay, Greg also a News 12 Scholar athlete, so congratulations to him. We also have to talk about great individual guys, right? Individual players. And Adam Busiello from Eastport South Manor in the wrestling department was certainly terrific. Probably, you know what, let's just say it. This guy was the best wrestler we've seen in quite some time. Just unbelievable. He won his 5th state championship. How about the high school record? 280-8. He's only the 3rd wrestler ever to win that many state titles. First one in Suffolk County with 5. Good dude, humble kid.
If there's a Mount Rushmore of Long Island wrestling, he's
now on it. Absolutely. And Adam's going to wrestle for Arizona State next year. We wish him the best of luck. Keep doing it, buddy. Adam is off to college, but plenty of great athletes for us to look forward to next season. Here's just a few. Andre Corbello from Lehigh, one of the most recruited in the country. When's he going to make his college choice? Do we know?
Probably told us at least not until the fall, maybe even further than that.
All right, Charlie McKee from Oceanside, they're a great quarterback.
And he will make it right here on News 12.
Oh, okay, there we go. Charlie McKee's young. We got 3 more years to him, but I did see a tweet where he was already at Rutgers at a camp saying, hey, Rutgers, let me come back if we want him.
Enjoy your time, Charlie. Enjoy your time.
Yeah. You might not know the name Chloe Stepanak, but she's an all-state swimmer from Northport, and she won the 100 and 200 freestyle state championships and the 18 and under national championships, so watch out for her. Belle Smith,
fantastic. Headed to Boston College to play lacrosse, but she plays volleyball. She's an excellent basketball player, so one more year of her. Might be on the East End, but go out and check her out.
And then arguably 2 of the best high school lacrosse players in the country. We showed you Xavier and then Brennan O'Neill as well at St. Anthony's. One going to Duke, one going to UNC, and Xavier also a stud football player for sure in Wading River. Okay, so now we normally don't do rankings on this show, but it's the final show of the year, so we figured, what the heck?
Well, why not?
Even if you don't like it, we're going to have another one this year, so we're not going to hear from you. So we came up with this list. Again, it's not scientific. It's just our opinions.
It is our opinions, and we put all the teams in the hopper and, jumbled them all around, and I started thinking in my brain, where are we going to go with this?
Okay, so let's go on and off top 5. You read the first one.
Okay,
We'll go.
so number 5, we have the Valley Stream girls soccer team. First state title in school history, came from the number 18 seed in Nassau County, which means no one gave them any credit because they were ability-based and they were in like the second to lowest in Nassau County. They finished the season 21-0, outscoring their opponents 92-7. Bring home that state title. You are our 5th best team of the year.
And their best player going to Army to serve the country, so that's good. St. Anthony's boys lacrosse, again, we told you all about them. Lost just one game. That was to Chaminade. Came back, avenged that loss in the championship game, and they finished top 3 in the country.
ESM girls, we spoke about them a couple minutes ago, overcame a lot to get to the state title, will also finish in the top 3 in the country.
Pretty good for a small school out east. Garden City, the football team, 36-game winning streak, just dominated everybody, both sides of the ball. You're number 2.
And the number 1 team, in our opinion, this year, Lehigh boys basketball. After losing controversially a year ago, come back, win the state championship, the Federation championship. Nothing other to say than, like we started the show, awesome.
Awesome.
Lehigh boys, awesome. Perfect ending to a perfect season.
And a good way to end this show. So we rank everybody. Congratulations, and I want to rank this season here on this show as a huge, huge success. We took this show, we revamped it, we dusted off Andrew from the control room. We said we got to put this pretty face on TV. I apologize we did that to you.
Nice.
But it certainly has helped. It's been a blast.
My wife and son, Lauren and Max, are so happy that they Dad. So, thank you.
Where do we rate? Dad, or like Thomas the Train? Where do you rate?
Oh, Thomas is number 1. Come on, Thomas.
That's
Thomas,
what I figured.
Mickey, the Incredibles.
And then Dada.
Yeah, and then Dada.
Okay, be sure to follow the Sports Rush on Twitter and Instagram at Sports Rush N12. We're going to do some stuff during the summer.
Yeah.
Again, so anything that high school pops up, if we're at your football camp or something like that, we'll
football
post
camp
it on
started
there.
in August, so a couple weeks off of high school stuff before we ramp it back up again.
But right now,
I'm wearing my light, nice, orange.
You gotta get tan. That's gross. So, again, on social media, send us your thoughts and story ideas. And for Andrew Rappaport and Jamie Stewart and Dave Dodds and Anthony Sandy and everybody else that chipped in behind the scenes, thanks for watching this year. Be sure to have a great summer, and we will be back in the fall.